Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another Disney doll unboxing. Today we have got the Marvel Studios Black Panther Wakanda Forever Nakia doll, part of the Fresh Fierce collection by the World of EPI, the same people who brought us the Fresh Dolls and the Fresh Squad. Now, I picked this doll up from Target on clearance. I picked her up for about $17. It was a good deal considering this is originally a $50 doll that is a tie-in, officially licensed with the movie and everything. And they're very pretty. They're highly articulated, and their outfits are highly detailed. So we're gonna take a look. We looked at the Fresh Fierce Collection Shuri yesterday, and before that we looked at the Shop Disney Marvel Designer Collection Shuri. So we're going to compare the articulation between the Shop Disney version and the Fresh Fierce collection. So she's very pretty. Let's take a look at the back of her box. There is the actress right there. The former war dog has stayed true to her word after the events of Black Panther by helping those in need outside of Wakanda. Nakia will have to put her political differences aside and return to Wakanda when a new threat arises. Here is the UPC and the item number for her, in case you're trying to find her in stores. And let's get her out of the box, right? 3 little tabs. And we just take her out just like this. Slightly different boxing than we got with Shuri. She does come with a certificate also. Always fun. And then, let's see. So, very cute. The stand is definitely hidden this time around. Here's our stand base. And then I guess the other pieces are back there in the plastic, but just look at that very pretty face. So we are going to tilt her down so we can get at some of these staples, quite a few more staples than we had with Shuri yesterday, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's see, is that? Okay, so there we go, right there. As you can see back here, we do have our little other staple. I'm not bothering to save these boxes, so I'm not looking out. There are like a dozen little like pieces of tape that are shoved back there for us to get to the stand. I much preferred the way they did Shuri's stand, and they just bagged it and put it on the side. But it's fine either way. But we've got Nakia right here. Put her stand together so you can take a look at her. It's very good stands, actually. Like, pleasantly surprised. Just like that. We've got one last little rubber band that we're going to cut off. That way we can free her hair. Alrighty. So here she is. She looks very cute. Much more of a superhero outfit compared to Shuri's look. And, you know, a little bit less detailed just because it's just this this one-piece outfit that she's in with her boots taking up about half of her legs. And she has these shoulder pads that are actually not built in. They are on little elastics, which is fine. But she also comes with her chakrams, I think is what they're called, if I remember my Xena Warrior Princess right. But she is gorgeous. We love that face. World of VPI always gives us great hair textures for their dolls, and they're always really well rooted. So, great locks on her. Now, these dolls do have double articulated elbows and double articulated knees, but their double articulated knees are slightly worse than average because this top joint does not bend as much as you really want it to. Even though these are on the border of action figures, and you'd expect them to be more heavily articulated, but they're very cute nonetheless. And then no chest articulation or lateral articulation on the biceps or thighs. She's got a very basic belt that's on here, but she's really pretty. And she does have the hands that actually grip things, so that's kind of nice. So I think we could do slightly better on these stands, actually, because they don't want to go around her. They keep getting caught on her bodysuit material, surprisingly. But this is a $50 doll to start. And honestly, compared to Shuri's outfit, the majority of this is printed. Like, I don't really know if I love this as much as Shuri. Like, the fact that she comes with her little weapons, or not little weapons, but weapons, is really cool. I like the shoulder pads, but the shoulder pads aren't even attached. They're just on elastics, which is fine. But this, to me, feels more like a $25 doll, just in general, because Barbie is giving us, you know, like winter outfits that have these on $15 dolls. These kind of like jumpsuits. The one that comes to mind is like the alpine skier one had an outfit that was pretty much this. This is just printed. Like, none of this is embroidered on or anything. The shoes are a really cool mold. Like, they're very superhero. Of course, I love that we got double articulated arms. Bugs me a little bit that we didn't get the truly double articulated knees, but it's all right. I think she is going to be more of a match in the Made to Move for our petite BMR with the purple hair, but it could, no, not that one. And it's not going to be Simone, because I think Simone is a shade darker than her. Simone, no. Yeah, so it'll be the petite Made to Move with the purple hair. I unfortunately don't have any of that. Let me see if she's an okay match for the other wheelchair Barbie first. So here is the second wheelchair Barbie. Again, about a shade too light to be a perfect match. But this doll is already pretty well articulated. But she's got a really pretty face. I would consider putting her onto a Made to Move body. But I think I'll leave her as she is and display her later on, just in my personal collection. But I don't know if I like this one as much as Shuri. For reference, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, here is the Shuri doll that I'm referencing We have a fully hemmed and lined. We've got like 3 different kinds of materials that are on here. Like this jumpsuit looks great compared to this, which is entirely just a one-piece outfit that has some pauldrons kind of like haphazardly like molded and put on. Like, and her hair actually seems like much more of a sleigh compared to Nakia's, which, not that it feels too heavily rooted, but it almost looks like it's too big for her head. Like that's not the hairstyle she actually had in the movie, just because it's so dense. But locks are kind of a hard thing to pull off in a doll once you get to a certain size, just because of the fiber density. But she's really pretty. Like, the face molds on these are a sleigh. Like, my one complaint about fresh dolls in general has been that their face molds always come off a little cartoony, like the face mold in general. But these face molds are done really well, and I love them. That's awesome. So while I would consider picking up a duplicate of Shuri, I don't know if I'd pick up a duplicate of Nakia, just because there's not enough here for me. I definitely wouldn't have purchased this one at $50. I'm glad I picked it up at $17, but she's very pretty nonetheless. So if you guys have questions on these dolls, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like, and as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.